What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're back in World of Warships, and we're in the Tier 7 American Battleship. And that noise pretty much sums up my feelings towards the ship when I was thinking about, that I need to get through the ship to get back to my beloved North Carolina. And we got our first target here. It's a Nagato at 16, so we're going to fire one gun just to see if we can clear this mountain, and it looks like we can, so we'll readjust and fire everything. Now, I didn't particularly enjoy the Colorado in closed beta. I don't think many people did, and those were not the best shells. In many ways it's similar to the Nagato in that both of these ships are kind of downgrades in many ways compared to the Tier 6 battleships, Fuso and New Mexico. Both of them go from having 12 guns at Tier 6 to 8 guns at Tier 7, although you do go up from 14 to 16 inches. However, with RNG and all that in the game, it kind of makes it more difficult, because even if you aim properly, you have less shots in that area to get the citadels, and if RNG decides to slap you in the face with its cock, there's nothing you can do about it. On top of that, this thing's got a 34-second reload, which is painful. Nagato is also, some people have been hating on the forums recently, but they should try this thing out, because at least Nagato has a 28 knot top speed, I think, and we're still limited to 21, which is quite painful. Also, some conspiracy theories on the forums. There's a shocker. People saying that Wargaming deliberately made the Tier 7 ships a pain in the arse to play, because it's like, there's a lot of experience needed to get to Tier 8, and if these things are bad enough, people will be more likely to spend money on premium ships and premium account time and converting XP and all of that sort of thing. Maybe, maybe not. But anyways, we are now just under 11 kilometers away from him. We're going to fire our full salvo at him, and those are actually looking pretty good. And wow, 5 hits in a citadel for 30,000 damage. And that brings me to my next point. This Colorado is not as bad as some people have made it out to be, myself included. Is it a good battleship? No, it's not. Is it better than the New Mexico? No, I don't think it is. And we'll fire another salvo at the Nagato, and do we 2 citadels, and we destroy him for first blood. Not something you'd expect to get in a Colorado. But it is not as god-awful as some people have said, and I kind of remembered it being. You have to be more careful with your shots, because you only have 8 guns, not 12. You have a long reload. But if you play it like other American battleships that you have played, because this is the last, and it's 10 kilometers maybe there. No, I didn't lead nearly enough, but we still did 4,000 damage. This is the last of the brawler style American battleship. If you are unfamiliar as to why all of these American battleships from tier 3 to 7 are like this, with their slow speed and their limited range and all of that, it's basically because everything tier 7 and below was built under various naval treaties, and that limited what America could do. And also America's battleship doctrine made them slower, and that because they needed to their cruisers and that were also slower and needed to be able to keep up, I think, and that was their idea. And that torpedo squadron dropped their torpedoes way too early, so we shouldn't have too much trouble dodging these. I'm going to swing that booty now, and cut it a little fine, but you know, we managed it. But the North Carolina is the first battleship that they built after these treaties expired, or I'm not sure exactly on the timeline, but that was also then when their doctrine changed to be more mainstream. So we'll fire everything at this New Mexico. He did 7,000 to us, we did 11,500 to him. And just trying to figure out why I have no teammates around me. I didn't think I went off on my own, but anyway, maybe I did. And now this Miyoko is firing at us. So she is 8.5 kilometers away, so we're going to have to switch targets and try and deal with her. But, I mean, this is not... I don't know... And she's turning, damn it. 3,000 damage. Come on, it could have given me more. And already launched some torpedoes. And we're going to have to continue this turn to try and stay angled against this New Mexico. Could really do with some help, but anyway. So we'll heal up. And did 3,500 damage, just waiting for our reload. Shouldn't have, you know, none of them are going to hit. So, fire there. And doing some pretty big damage to me, and those RNG hates me at the moment. And ooh, we got another citadel down to 1,800 health. But I mean, as I was saying, you know, this is not that bad. It's not good, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Could I put up with this ship to do the entire 120,000 research point grind required to get from an fully upgraded Colorado to the North Carolina? Maybe, but I don't think so. The ship is, I mean, I've had really annoying matches in it because my team refuses to push, and I'm looking at the enemy team and there's 3 or 4 cruisers, and if I start closing distance, I'm going to become the priority target, and my team is just 3 hits for 5,000, he also does about 5,000. So it can be annoying, but then any American battleship can be annoying. We do 6,000 and we're trading here quite nicely. Both probably looking for a nice citadel. But it's not that bad. It really isn't. The New Mexico is more fun, in my opinion. One thing the Colorado really does have, and I will say this, is that a lot of people have said it on the forum, is that this is the first American battleship that is almost like an anti-aircraft gun fortress. And, oh, carrier stole our kill with his bloody dive bombers. We had been working on that guy. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So we got 10 seconds until we can repair. We're going to have to move back towards B and try and capture that for our team. Unfortunately, there are 2 cruisers nearby. We're going to see if we can get hits on this Pensacola, but it didn't quite aim right. So we're going to turn around and go towards B. We'll heal up. It's only going to take us to 12,000 health. So again, I doubt very much that we're going to survive, because as soon as we start capping, those 2 cruisers are likely to come a knocking, come and say hello. And with 12,000 health, especially if that, I suppose both of them have the 8-inch gun, so those can really hurt. They can do a fair amount of alpha damage just with high explosive rounds. But I mean, there's no point in running, because if they want to catch me, they'll catch me. I may as well try and do something for the team, capture the point, and maybe try and close distance to at least where I have a fair chance of hitting them. But actually, you know, by the time you see this video, as I'm recording this it is Thursday night. Tomorrow, being Friday, is probably a Warspite video again. So this might go out on Monday, Tuesday, we'll see. And, well, I'm not actually all that far away from North Carolina in terms of research. I think I need about 70,000 more, which I should be able to do over the weekend. And here comes the New Orleans, and that's what I mean. 5,200 damage in one salvo, and I'm on fire. Joy of joys. And this, I've got a cruiser, but he doesn't seem to be interested in helping. And those were not good. I didn't lead quite enough, but still did 4,000 damage. But we will not. It's in Atlanta. We will not get another salvo off. Abandoned ship, boys. Here it comes. No, we're on 400. There we go. But yeah, anyways, let's head off to the results and see how we did in this match. And I'll see you once the match is over. So unfortunately, the match was a defeat. The remaining team members drew out to the end of the countdown time, but there being domination, they had more points than us, so it gave them the victory. But anyways, we got 27 target hits, shot down 16 planes, critically damaged the ship twice, only managed 1 kill, got 4 Citadel hits though, assisted captured base once for 282,159 silver, 3,180 research, and we got first blood. We came first for the team, but I mean you can see those cruisers, the tier 7 and 8 cruisers really pulled their weight. We did 105,000 armor-piercing damage, which is not bad. So, I mean, this is actually the best match I've had in the Colorado. Not in terms of kills, I've had a few matches with a few more kills, but in terms of damage, I started off getting maybe around 60 or 70, and I managed to slowly bring that up to 90, and then this is the first match I've creeped over into the 100,000 bracket. So it's a difficult ship to do well in. I think it's not terrible. It's not excuse me. It's not awful, but it's far from amazing. But if you want North Carolina, if you want Iowa, if you want Montana, you're gonna have to get through it one way or another. And at least, I mean, it is playable. Just play it like all other American battleships you have. Try and close distance, try and when you're fighting other battleships, make sure that you're at ranges where they're going to have to fire into your armor belt, where they're not going to get plunging fire through your deck. Angle, it can work, but it's the main thing is this, although it's not terrible, it's not all that fun to play, if I'm honest. New Mexico is more fun. New York was more fun. Fuso, Congo, they're all more fun. Even Nagato, I think, is more fun just because of that extra speed that it has. It allows it to, just be more adaptable and get around the map. But anyways, this will probably be the only video you see of the Colorado. I'll continue to record the games that I have. Maybe I surprise myself and have a good game, and then I'll show it. But expect to see the North Carolina soon, hopefully. And maybe some lower tier American battleships if I have any good games in those. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below and maybe consider subscribing for more World of Warships content, as well as War Thunder and a few other things that are thrown to the mix from time to time. Also be sure to check the description down below for links to my Facebook and my Twitter pages, and you guys can follow me there as well if you so desire. But as I said, that is it from me. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.